Hello, Twin Flames, and welcome to this week's Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Twin Flame reading. As always, we will check in with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine to see what they have been working through and healing this week. And in the end, there will also be some next steps that you can take, whether you are Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine, in order to manifest your harmonious Twin Flame union. So let's get started with the Divine Masculine energy this week, what they've been going through. And we have children. So first thing that comes to mind is inner child healing, which is very important for all twin flames at some point on their twin flame journey, because you will be confronted with childhood wounds. And we tend to think of childhood trauma as something that is super dramatic, super horrible, like if you went through something really terrible during your childhood, that's the only way you would have childhood trauma or childhood wounds. But that is not true at all. As divine children of God, if we experience anything that is out of alignment with this divinity, that counts as a childhood wound. And it's something that we carry with us throughout our lives, and it affects us, how we interact with people and how we approach our union. So that's why it's very important to be healed. It could be something very, very minor. It doesn't have to be something like a big, huge event. So this week, the Divine Masculine has been focusing on bringing love to their inner child, healing those childhood wounds, and also this helps the Divine Masculine's capacity to give and receive love, because when we are wounded in certain areas, we cannot give and receive love, which can block our union, create misunderstandings of all kinds. It can make the Divine Feminine feel rejected, perhaps, because she can feel that she is the one being rejected, when, in fact, the Divine Masculine is not able to receive that love because of this childhood trauma. If you're Divine Feminine and watching this is an important reminder not to take anything your twin flame takes personally, because it's never personal. It's always a mirror of what's going on, so it's safe to focus on your feelings about it and heal what your twin flame is mirroring to you without worrying about the story. If you are Divine Masculine and have been struggling with inner child healing, then a great tool you can use to do that is the mirror exercise, which I have linked in the description of this video. Very simple 4-step tool designed to heal twin flame separation and fast track your harmonious twin flame union. And if you would like even more support healing your childhood wounds, then as a certified ascension coach, I can help you with that. I help twin flames heal separation and come into their union. So reach out to me, let's book an introductory session and let's work on that healing. Let's get you into harmonious union. Another message I get from this card is that if your Divine Masculine has children, then there is some family healing happening with those children, which is also bringing you union, because harmonious union implies that there is harmony everywhere. You can't have harmony in one area of your life but not others. That's still separation. It's not union. So it feels like deeper family harmony, which is amazing. And this also applies if the Divine Feminine also has children. So nice blended family. It's working. It's all coming together very harmoniously. So trust the process. You don't need to worry about how you're going to bring all of that together, because the Divine is doing it for you. Next up is the lovely Divine Feminine, and the card fell. It's okay. So, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So this tells me that the Divine Feminine perhaps has been spending a little too much time around other people and has been getting a bit confused, because, truth be told, every person has an opinion on your twin flame journey. If you ask 10 people, they'll tell you 10 different things. That's why it's so important to know who to trust when it comes to your twin flame guidance, because not all advice is equal. That's the truth. Some advice comes from separation, and if you follow it, it's going to lead you deeper into separation. So what you want to do is make sure you're very vigilant about where you receive your advice and what you do with it. Don't be afraid to filter it through your logic also. Like, I've heard some twin flame advice like, if you even think about your twin flame, they're gonna be repelled. And it's like, what are you talking about? Right? Doesn't make any logical sense, because you're a twin flame. You're supposed to desire your twin flame, right? Why else would you have a twin flame? It doesn't make sense. It's natural to desire your twin flame. It's not thinking about your twin flame that repels them. It's what the thoughts are about. If they are obsessive thoughts, if they are negative thoughts, if they are codependent thoughts, well, yeah, that's repelling because the energy is repelling. Codependency, very repelling. But thinking about your twin flames, just thinking about them, it's not bad. It's not negative. And I'm bringing this up now because I feel a lot of people have been, in a way, traumatized by that teaching of don't even think about your twin flame, pretend they don't exist. That's not taking you any closer to union. In fact, it is safe to think about your twin flame. It is safe to visualize your twin flame, and it's safe to invite them energetically into your life and to claim them in your heart. In fact, that is what brings your twin flame closer. Because think about it logically. If you're like, ew, my twin flame, go away, how are they going to come closer to you? If someone thought this way about you, you would feel it and that would repel you. But if someone was thinking beautiful thoughts about you and loving thoughts about you, of course you would desire to be closer with them because of that. So it's perfectly safe to think about your twin flame. And if you feel like there's codependency or anything like that in your thoughts, then just heal that with a mirror exercise and you're good to go. Nothing to worry about. The retreat card also gives the message to disconnect from the world by spending time with yourself. Quality time with yourself. It doesn't matter if you spend 10 hours a day with yourself, if you're not focused on loving yourself and treating yourself well during that time, it doesn't count. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, maybe meditating, connecting with your spirit. And that will also help you discern what twin flame guidance is good and what is, what should be thrown in the trash. So yeah, final card. Let's see what your next steps are to manifest your harmonious twin flame union. And we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And yeah, indeed, there is a very magnetic attraction when it comes to twin flames, of course, because they were created to be with each other. For some of you, I get the feeling that if you feel a strong magnetic attraction to someone, don't be afraid to explore it. Especially if you're like, oh, I'm not sure if that's my twin flame. I don't want to pursue this if they're not my twin flame. But the thing is, you won't know unless you pursue it. And of course, you don't have to do anything that you feel uncomfortable with or that crosses a boundary with you. But it's safe to explore the relationship to the degree that feels good to you. Get to know the other person, what their core values are, what their vision is. Does it match yours? Are there any contradictions here? And also have a very clear definition of twin flames in mind when you do that, because that can get confusing if you don't have that. If you're not sure where to find that, I have a lot of resources and links in the description of this video to support you in your twin flame revealing process. But yeah, don't be afraid to explore a connection, especially if you've been receiving signs for a certain person. For those of you who are 100% sure you know who your twin flame is and you don't have any doubts, I feel like this could be about your life purpose. A strong magnetic attraction towards a new calling, a new passion project perhaps, a new job, new studying. Don't be afraid to pursue that because your life purpose is also what leads to your twin flame union. They're not separate. You don't have to pick a career over romance or vice versa. There's no such thing. In fact, as soon as you come into union with your twin flame, you will discover that you need something to ground you and to help you develop even more. And that is your life purpose. So don't be afraid to discover what feels good and explore your options even there. And don't worry about being good at it. You don't have to be good at something right away for it to be your life purpose. You just have to really enjoy it and be passionate about it. Because skill comes with practice. And if you're passionate about something, you will find it much easier to practice. So make sure you follow the good feeling and surrender to your journey. It's going to lead you perfectly into your union. Trust the process. All is divinely guided. This was this week's reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day.